Have you ever seen a person who laughed at kindness, but cried when death came close? What if I tell you, your last breath decides heaven or hell, not your past? This is the story of a thief who made fun of good people, but still died with a smile. This is a story about a heart changing. There was once a calm monk living in a quiet forest. The forest was silent, filled with tall trees, birds, and fresh wind. The monk lived alone in a small cave. He would wake up every morning before sunrise. He sat on a mat, closed his eyes, and prayed with a peaceful heart. People from nearby villages walked long distances to meet him. They did not come because he was famous. They came because his words healed hearts. He never shouted. He never insulted anyone. His soft voice made people feel safe. Sometimes people brought him food. Sometimes they came with tears and problems. The monk only listened, nodded, and spoke gently. He taught one simple thing: if you want peace in this world, first find peace in yourself. One evening the sky turned dark. Wind became fast, and the forest made scary sounds. The monk sat in meditation.com, as always. Suddenly, he heard heavy footsteps. Someone ran towards his cave. A thief entered quickly. He was breathing fast. His clothes were torn, and his body was covered in dust. In his hands, he held stolen gold. He looked angry, tired, and afraid. He looked at the monk and laughed loudly, but his laugh sounded empty. He said, "Old man, aren't you scared of me? People run when they see me. I have stolen from many homes. I have hurt people, but no, God has punished me." The monk opened his eyes slowly and stood up without fear. He did not shout back. He did not run away. He just looked at the thief with calm eyes. Then he said, "You look tired. Sit down, drink some water." The thief was surprised. No one had ever spoken to him in a kind way. People always cursed him. People always hated him, but this old monk treated him like a guest. The thief took the water. He drank it, trying to laugh, but his laugh became weak. For the first time in many years, he felt silence in his heart. A strange silence that scared him more than soldiers. He left the cave later that night, but something inside him changed, even if he did not understand it. Years passed. Seasons changed. The forest grew older, and so did the monk. His hair became white. His steps became slow, but his heart stayed peaceful. Every morning, he still prayed. People still came with problems, and he still listened with patience. He never spoke about the thief again, but sometimes, in the quiet night, he prayed for unknown souls who were lost in the world. One hot afternoon, the monk walked through a wide desert. He was traveling to another village to meet someone who needed help. The sand burned under his feet. The sun was strong. Even the wind was hot. After walking for a long time, he saw a man lying on the sand. The man looked weak, hungry, and thirsty. The monk went closer and looked at his face. He stopped for a moment. It was the same thief. But now, his body was thin, his face was pale, and his eyes were full of fear. The thief looked at the monk as if he was seeing light after darkness. He whispered, "Master, do you remember me? I made fun of you many years ago." The monk sat beside him slowly. He gave him water again. The thief drank with shaking hands. He began to cry. He said, "I stole gold, but I lost peace. I made people suffer, and now my heart suffers every day. I ran after money, but now I cannot breathe without pain. Tell me, Master, will I go to hell?" There was silence. Only the sound of wind was there. The monk said softly, "Heaven and hell are waiting on your next breath. You must choose which one you want." The thief looked confused and scared. "How can I choose?" he asked. The monk explained, "If you take your last breath with fear, anger, and guilt, you will take hell with you. But if your last breath has peace, forgiveness, and a sorry heart, heaven will open for you. The thief closed his eyes. He took a deep breath, and in that moment, he remembered every wrong thing he had done. He whispered, "Forgive me." Tears fell from his eyes. A small smile came to his lips, and with that smile, he took his last breath. The desert became quiet. The wind became soft. The monk prayed for him, because he knew the thief's heart had finally changed. Later, villagers found the body. They buried him with respect. They said, "He died like a saint." The monk said, "No, sin is bigger than true sorry. Karma never forgets. It may come late, but it always comes back." He looked at the sky and said, "Our actions decide our heaven or our hell, not after death, but every day. If we choose kindness, we already live in heaven. If we choose greed, anger, and lies, we make our own hell." Morale. Lemma 11. A bad person can become good if their heart truly changes. Heaven is not a place far away. Heaven begins inside you when you choose peace, kindness, and forgiveness.